the things I like to do whenever I am visiting the RV for whatever reason, whether it's maintenance or whatnot, is to take the time to exercise our generator. Having that run at least once every 2 weeks, preferably once a week, is a good idea, especially under load. So we're going to let that start and warm up for about a minute or so. Then we'll turn on the ACs and let it run under load while I'm working here in the bus to get some other things done. The other thing I do is when I am in storage and not using the refrigerator, I leave it open, because otherwise you can get some mold build up on the inside, which is not cool. Sometimes they even leave some non-perishable things in the fridge because it's kind of silly taking it in and out, especially since we use it a lot on the weekends. But leaving your fridge open is a very good idea, especially, you know, if it's off. Of course, if it's on, you don't want to leave it open. So our generator is coming up to speed. We're going to turn on our ACs, and then we're going to look at our LED project first. Okay, so one of the first and easiest things we're going to replace are these little light bulbs here. These are incandescent light bulbs, and this particular one, there's a couple of these locations throughout the RV. These are actually the kind of reading lights, if you will, or the map lights for the driver and passenger. These are BNC type connectors, which means you just kind of push it in and give it a turn, and out it pops, and you can see that it's just a you know, a different kind of connection. It's not a screw-in type. So we're going to replace this with one of these type LEDs, and if you look up inside the fixture, you can see those two notches, and you want to make sure that the indentations on your light bulb fit into those notches. So that's what we're going to do right now. And then just give it a half turn once it's up in there. You can test it by turning on our light switch down here, and you can see that we have some light. Nice LED light in these fixtures now, and the incandescents are gone. Much improved. We have another set of these that we're going to put a different type of light in back in the bedroom, so we'll go there next. Okay, so back here in the bedroom, we actually replaced this fluorescent with a nice LED fixture, and it really lights the room up nice. And those are one of the ones that we are going to replace later in this video, if not today, at some point. And again, we're back here looking at some more of these incandescent BNC type connectors. Hi everybody. So you push in and turn to pop out the bulb. We have a different type of LED bulb going in here this time. So let's take a look up in there, pop it in, give it a turn, and see how we do. Ooh, yeah, there we go. That's a whole different color temperature on that light. That's a softer, kind of a more amber color light, which is perfect for reading at night here in bed, which is what this particular lamp would be used for. So we'll do the same thing on the other side and be done with that part of the project. Continuing on the easy train here for a bit, another type of light bulb that we have, also with BNC connections, will fit up into this fixture over our dining room table. And there are 5 incandescent bulbs in there, and each of these can be replaced with a very efficient LED bulb. So we're going to take those out now and replace them with the LEDs. Package of these. Incidentally, in case you're wondering, this package of 6 of these cost almost $80. So it's not an inexpensive project by any means, but in the end, what we're looking for here is energy efficiency in this particular case. So this is one of your standard RV fluorescent light fixtures. This particular one has a bad ballast in it, which is fine because anyway I had scheduled this to have a complete LED insert replacement. It's very easy. If you look up here, you can see these little notches on the end. That's what holds this cover in place. So basically you just want to squeeze it away from the notch, pull it down, and then off it comes. You can see inside the two standard fluorescent bulbs and the ballast cover, which runs down the middle. I have switched off the power to this, so otherwise you wouldn't want to be poking around in here. A good multimedia meter is a good idea as well to have, so you can just double check your power connections. But I have already determined that the power is in fact off and checked it. So you just need to unscrew the bulb and pop it out. We'll put that down here temporarily. Up here again, just turn the bulb. Pop the bulbs out. What's left in here is the ballast cover. The ballast cover is just taken off by squeezing it past these little tabs along the way, pulling it off like so. And then you can take the cover off and show your ballast. The only wire that we're going to keep from this entire installation here are the two wires coming in from the hole in the fixture. Let's see if I can get an angle on that for you. I'm using an iPhone to record here. So this wire here and this other wire, here, and this other wire coming in right behind it. All this other wiring up here, even the ballast, don't matter anymore. I'm not going to pop the rivets and take the ballast out. I'll just put the ballast cover back on over it. But what I'm going to do is cut all of this wiring, except for the two that are coming in from this hole right there. I'm going to cut all of that out. So I'm going to go up here, snip that guy off. I'm going to snip this guy off here, like so. Like so. And like so. And then I can just kind of pull these down, and you can see that these wires basically connect to the two prongs that go into the fluorescent tubes that form your light. So we're going to take these off as well. Just basically to clean it up. And again, I'm still maintaining my hot negative lead that comes in from the wall. I did remove the wires already before I started filming from the light switch here. They just slide off. So now I'm going to go over here to the other side of the ballast and pop these guys as well. And then on the opposite end of these fluorescent tube connections, we're going to pop these guys. Okay, so they're all clean. And again, I'm not going to take this ballast off because I'm just simply going to put the ballast cover back on underneath the new wire harness that comes with the LED kit. Alright, so this is our kit. We have a Blackhawk LED Convertolite kit, and this is model number CALF296W. This is designed for 12 volt fluorescent light fixtures, such as the one we pulled apart here. This goes in replacement of the two tubes, the two fluorescent tubes. And it's basically two long LED light strips, about 12 inches long, and these are designed to replace either 12-inch or 18-inch fixtures, because they do kick out more than enough light, about 20% more than the fluorescent fixture itself, and using 60% less power. So you have two of these. You have a wiring harness which they sent with all of the connections already done. These are the two ends here that will go onto the existing wiring. That goes onto the switch. These plug into the LED strips. One plugs into each end of the LED strip, and you simply align the red wire and the black wire on the LED strip to the red wire and the black wire on these plugs, like so. So red matches red, black matches black. Those go onto the light switch, and this end connects to the two incoming lines which are remaining in our fixture here. And other than, you know, peeling the taping backing from the back of these strips and positioning it approximately where the light tubes were before in the fluorescent, that's all that's really involved to it. So I'm going to go ahead, because I can't do this with one hand, and install these two things in, and I'll give you a quick preview of it before we fire it up. So here's where we are. The wiring is essentially complete. I need to put some wire ties on it before I completely finish here. But coming in from the bus's electrical, you have that white wire and that black wire. The black wire is the positive lead. The white wire behind this large black one is the negative lead. So the black wire connects to the brown wire on the wiring harness for the LED. The white wire connects to the black wire on it. So it's a little bit fluky color code wise, but trust me, that's how it works. Positive on the LED is considered brown. Positive on the bus is considered black. And then up here on the switch, you have one of the leads going to one side of the switch, the other lead going to the other. And they lead back to the LED strips. So let me fire these up, show you what they look like. Boom, right. So those are our LED strips. So what I have to do now is just kind of cap the exposed wires with some electrical wire caps. We'll then put everything back in place, tuck that wire harness up, and put the ballast cover back on, and then put our fixture cover back on, and we'll be done. And there you are. A finished, converted old fluorescent fixture to a nice new LED fixture. And another fluorescent one or two down the way to go. I should mention too, I mean, I'm no RV mechanic or, you know, sophisticated master electrician or anything like that. If you're not comfortable with doing anything that I just showed you, definitely get a professional to help you. But I will say, as a weekend do-it-yourselfer, small project kind of guy, I find it to be a pretty simple step, pretty simple process to upgrade your bus's LED lighting. But if you're seeing something up there that's much more complicated than what I showed you, then you probably would want to consult either your dealer or a RV specialist who understands RV electrical. But for me, I found this project to be on a scale of 1 to 10 in difficulty, with 1 being the least and 10 being the most. I found this to be a 3. It really is not a particularly difficult install. As long as you have a basic understanding of electricity, i.e. positive lead, negative lead, how to strip wire, how to cap wire, and how to follow instructions, you can do it. It's totally easy. So if that's on your upcoming do-it-yourself list, good luck to you. Let us know how it goes, and we'll see you out on the road.